Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. InstantClassiC here. We're about to play some more of the Outer Worlds. If you haven't seen, I played it last night. It was like I did a little video for it. So I'm just going to continue where I left off on the video, and just So basically, just stream it. I just want to stream the game. So that's what we're going to do. If the game wants to start at some point, which it should do any second now. Anyway, this was really unplanned. Like, I was gonna stream tomorrow, which it technically is, but I was gonna do it with in daylight kind of thing. But I wanted to play the game, and like I said, I wanted to stream it. So here we are, playing games. Midnight, almost midnight. Oh, it's officially midnight now. But yeah, first impressions of the game so far. I like the whole RPG elements of it. It's got a very old school Fallout feel, which is good. I like the old school. I like the old Fallout. It was great. Graphically looks beautiful. Story wise, so far, interesting. And characters I've met so far have been quite funny and entertaining. So we'll see. Still early days, but we'll see. We'll see. But I am liking it so far. When I first saw the trailers, I didn't know what to feel. I was like, it looked cool, but I wasn't sold on it. But you know what? So far, so good. Alright. Alright, so I need to find this thing to fix my ship, if I'm mistaken. Alright, so where are we going? Okay, it's a bit laggy, but I guess it's still loading up. Alright, so it means to go that way. Let's talk to them and see what they say.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, ma'am, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
I don't have a job. To be fair.
I'll waive your fee since you helped us with those marauders. If you're looking for work, talk to the constable down in Edgewater. She's got a bounty on marauders. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Okay, cool. Well, that was easy to get that. Technically, I don't have a job. I can't pay no fines. Alright. So I've got a feeling that this is the way to the town as well, as you can see right there. Like, do you know what? I didn't even take the time to actually look at the sky. Like, that's amazing. That's so beautiful. This game is very pretty. Very, very pretty. But wait. That guy. What's up? You're running for? There we go. I'd say that. Oh, I need to be careful with my bullets. I'm really running low. Cure. Oh, there you're dead. Another one, yeah. Where'd the other guy go? There you are. I don't change my saber. So, let's have a look on. Okay, weapon management. Okay. So. There we go. So I'll do that. Ooh, that's cool. Let's block. Alright, cool. Alright. Alright.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
I'm just passing through.
Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices. Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Okay. Yeah, regular.
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer? Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites. We rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
Okay. Making people...
Quotas, mostly. Got a backlog of graves to fill. Bodies won't bury themselves, you know?
Okay. Might as well add it to my,
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little. He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
Alright.
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
It's getting dark, I just realised. Okay. Nothing else I want to answer. What else is there?
Yeah?
This sounds really... Do you know what? I'll leave it like that. Alright, cool. Alright, my game's been a bit laggy, I don't know what's going on. Well, to be fair, I'm streaming, so I might have something to do with that, and I'm streaming on 3 things, so it happens. Alright, let's see what this town has to offer, shall we? Okay, I got a feeling I could shoot these people if I really wanted to, but let's not cause any trouble yet. Until we know what we actually do in this bloody game. Alright.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with... well, not fish.
Okay.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Are you rude? I'll talk to you. Speak person. I went too fast.
You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just... old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you? I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
uniform. What are you talking? Don't work for the space.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
That's nice. How?
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Okay.
The people living in the botanical labs. They're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town. Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership. I am asking you to help us survive. Edgewater needs more workers or we will collapse. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
Okay. All right, let's see what can I do.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Alright, let's get going. Okay. Alright, cool. Alright, yeah, got a new best friend. You come with me? Yes, you are.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Cool.
Hey, ma'am, can we talk? Sorry. Let's talk when you're free.
Okay, let's talk.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
Okay.
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Yeah. Jeez.
I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident. Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. Thanks, ma'am. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Alright, let's see. Let's find this vicar, shall we? What is that? Okay, that would be the end of one still. I'm a good boy, but good girl. Alright, so where's the castle the vicar is? So let's go and see what he's got to say. Oh, what's that? What is that? What is that? Alright, whatever. It's a bit laggy. How'd you get in here? How do we get in here? Through here? Looks like through here.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
It's a church, what do you expect, love?
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar de Soto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town. Not to put too fine a point on it, but your choice of wardrobe is not precisely common hereabouts.
Right.
Also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eyes, or in some rare cases, a wild-eyed frenzy, like a trapped animal. Pretty universal here, except for Ms. Holcomb, who for some reason doesn't seem to have much to say to me. Isn't that right?
It's just... there's more to it all than numbers. Sorry.
Oh, maybe it's pushing says.
Oh, nothing could be further from the truth. I'm simply bemoaning the level of spiritual awareness in this town. Yes, but there are few who hear me in this miserable place. I must double my efforts to elevate my flock. These are good, hard-working people here.
So, good place.
Yes, and thank you for pointing it out. It is wrong of me to succumb to distress. This place could be so much more, and I will continue in my quest to make it so.
Okay, well, he's got choices, right?
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Fix. How fast is that?
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
Oh, come on, intelligent enough. Boo, fine.
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Right, just toss it with. Sounds.
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
Why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Handsome son, you say? Tell me more. Why would the vicar be after a ban?
I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
Hmm. Yeah.
On the contrary, my position means that I am one of the few legally allowed to possess such items. But do not worry. You'll be safe since you are acting on my behalf. Glad we see eye to eye. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
Also,
Thank you.
so
If
add
you
all these
retrieve
things to
it,
my mission
you can
notes.
always find me here.
Let's see what I can do. Alright. Yeah, I don't know how long I keep doing this stream because it seems a bit laggy. Maybe because I'm streaming on 3 platforms. I think that might be the problem, to be quite frank. Just want to have a look at the stream. Okay, on Twitch is fine. Yeah, YouTube's a bit laggy. Ah, well, we'll see. Let's see. Let's see what we can do. Do you know how? Can I look at my? Let's have a look. See. Oh yeah, I got I leveled up, didn't I? Okay. Oh yeah, I got 10 points to use. Damn. Yeah. That would probably explain why my aim is a bit off. It's because I didn't put that much effort into it, thinking about it. Okay, so that helps. Good. Not much for sneaking. Do some medical though. Yeah, improve that. Try and improve that too. Should improve it a lot more actually. I just feel like that's suffering. Okay, I'll put something to stealth as well. Last one. There we go. Okay, yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, now. The base skills unlocked. Okay, I'm still. Okay. Perks. Declare specialized. Okay. Okay, I can get 1 perk. It's toughness. Let's increase damage. There we go. Journal. Okay, that's the guy's. Okay, Okay, that's the guy's bounty collecting. Okay, change your name. Alright, let's do this and then we'll do the little ones after that. Alright, so. Okay. Alright. Yeah, let's see. Not too bad. There's moments of lag, but actually, no, yeah, it isn't too bad. There's moments of lag, but it's not too bad. So where are we going? We are going all the way back there, apparently. It's so pretty. Let's see. Where is she? Let's see what she's saying. I'm gonna talk to her for a bit.
Where are we headed?
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, I'm sure I
That's on
care.
account of how I never met her. I don't rightly know. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
This sounds like a good place.
Well, I don't know about normal. Dad said she worked under some kind of special contract. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers. You mean about the mission being too clean?
Yeah.
I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
Gonna make it.
The Vicar's about the only soul in the Vale who spends his time thinking on what is and ain't right. It's just that when he looks at me, I feel I'd disappoint him.
Aww. Aww, bless her. She has so many complex things going on in her head right now. Okay, noise is coming from there. Alright. Yeah, so my aim down sight is a bit more steady now I've upped it. Oh, okay, there are mines. There are mines, there are mines, there are... Okay, where's that? Okay, now I know. Some water.
Nice one!
Just looking around me.
you bleed!
Oh, whoa, why wasn't I not healing? Did I not heal? Oh, damn it. So, okay, that was my fault. I was trying to get used to the controls. I couldn't remember how to heal. I think it was F or H. Do you not? No, H is played Dying Light. I've been playing a lot of Dying Light. I'm blaming that. Okay. Okay, so F is heal. Which is that? My inventory. Can I do anything to my armor? Okay, this. Okay, so that's level 3 armor, level 4 armor. Okay. Skills of stealth. Let's equip that. I might. I reset my beautiful face. Oh, you can't see my beautiful face now. Oh. Good. Don't like that. Doesn't like it protects me at all. X skills. It gives me stealth, but I'm not a stealthy person, so that's not so much point me wearing that. Consumables. What have we got? Food. Okay. Alright. Okay. Good, alright. You think it's early in the morning or something? No, let's stay right here. I moved. Good. There we go.
Nice one! Got him all.
Good. Alright, I saw Buddy go flying somewhere. I don't know where it went flying. Yeah, where'd that Buddy go flying? Aww. Wait, there you go. I want an assault rifle. I want that assault rifle. I'm getting all these swords. Did I pick up an assault rifle by any chance? That's what I've already got. Oh, that one's better though, to be fair. These ones are better, so let's try. It needs repairing, looks like. Is that not need repairing? Maybe? Unequip that? How do you unequip? Okay, I guess you can't unequip it. Alright. Where the guy the assault rifle go? I want the assault rifle, please. Got it. Alright. Sure. Alright, never mind. Almost out of bullet as well. Damn. Sword. Oh, dead bodies. Ah, I like it. Now let's equip this bad boy, shall we? I want to get put there. Put you there. Choose there. I want to get rid of that. I don't want it. There we go. Thank you. All right. We have. Okay, well, I do have questions of who killed those guys. Actually, can I go in the buildings? They're not going to be needing this stuff, are they? So, cool. Necklace, I'll take that. I'll look around and see if I can find this bloody book as well. I'm assuming that door's locked, it's red. Oh, I need... Right. So, I don't know if it's worth me doing that, so I'm gonna wait. Thank you. Give me a bit, please. Everything else in here I should know about. Let's go shower. That bypass shouldn't. That's that. And that was good. Yeah, I think we're done in here. Nice. Alright. That kind of jump from bed, I'm not even gonna lie. But, okay. Made it. Take you. Oh, hello. Grace Romeo.
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those. Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on ya. Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
Okay. We've all got problems, just... shut this space, to be fair.
Explains why you're still yammering on at me. No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her. It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Honest.
Okay, leave it to it. Let's try and find this woman, then we'll do these. Oh, I forgot about my stats. So let me put some more in range. Defense as well should be good. That. Get a bit stealthy, why not? There. I really put a lot into melee. I didn't realize how much I put into melee. Damn. Okay, cool. Cool. Alright, so I've got. Now let's see if we can get this one on our side. I think the guy named Thompson over there is a bit of a dick. So I'd rather not do what he says. But let's see if we can get her on our side.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice.
She's nice. I don't want to
Whatever
hurt
your
her.
troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Recent me to make peace with you. Okay. That's fine.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
You're living off power that belongs to town. Come back again. That's about it. Reed asks me to see your art suit. They're coming back to the town. He's willing to make amends. Something about coming back to the town, losing power. I wasn't really listening. Let's see. Let's do that one.
Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Can't have a power regret. Ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
Oh, look at you. Oh, she knows how to get to me. Oh, she called me a hero. I'll consider that. What do you have against the town? I'm not looking to miss problem. I'm trying to fix my ship. A hero, you. A hero, too.
A hero to the people who matter. To us. To the ones who come around. To the ones you save. Reed will never understand. He has been too long inebriated on the wine of corporate culture. All he sees is productivity, output, profits.
I'll consider it.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Okay. God, this.
Where are we headed?
Okay, nothing else to say. Alright, cool. Got more choice to make now. What's in there? How do we get over there? I ain't stealing from people. That's already dead. Then I'll steal from them, but they're not already dead. So, what's the map saying? Okay, so oh, so I need to come out of town and go this way. Alright, cool. This way? This way. I've got a feeling that the town can actually afford to lose that little bit of power. But I thought, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. That's one hell of a view. What's that? Turret? Sentry.
I always wanted to poke around in here.
They're dead. Oh, there's a lot of dead things here. Yeah. Are we good? Okay, I don't want to attack unless I. Will I be attacked if I? Let's just go.
Process.
Okay, yeah. Okay, crap. Oh, crap. Alright, bullets, crap. Crap. Go, please. Where from? Oh. Okay, 1 second. Oh, crap, hell. Okay. Crap. Okay. Go. Where's it? Is she dead? Okay. She comes back, right? Do you not have any fudging bullets in you at least? Jesus Christ. She comes back, right? If she doesn't come back, that would suck. And I'm on myself. I'm practically out of bullets. Wait. Oh, she's back now. Okay, cool. Good. As long as you're okay. You okay, honey? Alright, good. Anything more to worry about? Bloody open. I'm stuck. Alright, cool. Alright. Edgewater.
The control room should be off to the right.
What's this? Okay. What we got? Do sell bullets. How much do I actually have any money? I have 95. Okay. 95 credits, I guess. And these cost like way more. Can I sell stuff? I've got like a bunch of stuff that I've got like. Let's see. Let me. So it's got a message. Alright, let's sell some stuff because obviously I don't need. Can we sell that? How do we sell stuff? Can we just? No, seriously, how do we sell stuff? I don't know how to. It's not really. I can expect it. Name. Can I can't. Okay, I can't sell anything. Alright. Okay, wait. You have not yet. Okay, well, there you go. So I need to unlock the ability to do that.
Right thing.
Okay, great. I guess we are going that way. I'm gonna shoot out bullets.
That's the last of them.
Okay. Actually, let me eat something, cause see if that actually helps my health. Or should do. What's that? Okay, I'm gonna try that. And those. Yeah, it does help my health. Cool. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I guess this is where we read. Okay, lost control zone. Did I do? What did I do? Did I just do it? Okay. 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 I guess this is where that's where I make the that's where I make the proper choice of where to send the power. Okay.
3 switches. That'll be easy enough.
Okay. Oh, very cute. Is it? Can I get in there? What's that? Pack. I think that's drugs of some kind. And this facility is in lockdown. All files code required. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go into this now. Come on. Okay. I'll take from these ones. Okay, what we got? Nothing. Okay, mine. There we go. I hear robot feet. I see robot.
That's the last of them.
Cool. Take some bullets with that one. Yeah, there is.
Okay, keep it quiet.
Why am I keeping quiet? That guy. Oh, Jesus Christ. You die again. Oh my god. Alright, you up? You good? Good.
There's two more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Vale?
So I'm basically sending the power.
Go away, Phantom!
The hell?
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Systems.
Oh crap now.
Watch out!
I'm gonna put that shit. Okay. That's my weakest. Getting burned too many times has made you susceptible to password. Oh joy. Okay, great. So I've got a weak point now. Alright, so what? Oh, so it's giving me something to avoid. I don't. So I've gotten stronger from that, I guess? Let's see. Yeah, I'll do. Oh. Oh, yeah. Toughness, I'll do.
Where to go? If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the Vale?
I don't actually want to. I might.
Processing security.
Okay.
Incoming!
Ow, ow, ow. Oh, crap. Look at those shit. Cool.
Celeste. I'm not sure what the right is. Alls I know is the decision's final.
Yeah, I feel like I did. That's not what I wanted to do. I think I wasn't paying attention. Crap. Do you know what? Yeah, I'm kind of done for the night, to be honest. 'Cause I think I made a wrong decision on that one. 'Cause I didn't want to do that. I went to actually help them, but now I'm helping the bad guy. Great. Okay. Future reference. Next time I play a game like this, go in not too tired. But anyway, I'm gonna call it quits for now. Thank you for joining me on this ride. And I keep saying this, but I'm really gonna try and get back to doing regular streams. But it's just been a really hectic year. It's been a shit year. Let's just call it what it is. Let's just call a spade a spade. But I'm getting there. Slowly but surely, I'm getting there. But anyway, guys, thank you for joining me on this adventure. As I said before, as usual, leave a like, leave a comment, leave whatever the hell you want. Subscribe, follow, all that lovely stuff. And we'll talk again very soon. Later.